This is Common Sense. I'm William Ferguson. And today let's talk about the truth. I get my news from what I consider to be reputable news outlets, news media. Now, I've also noticed that there are very few, really truth telling media for news that tell the truth. And there are very many news media outlets that speak lie. They deceive. They don't tell the truth. They speak their agenda, not the truth. They don't want the truth. I don't know why, but they don't want the truth. And it got me to thinking about the Michael Brown incident in Ferguson, Missouri. Not because my name is Ferguson, but because of what happened with a few cell phone videos or iPad videos or whatever the instrument was that took the video, and it spread like wildfire. Now, that was not the truth. The truth didn't come out until the investigation was over. Yet, all these lies that were being spread on iPhones, cell phones, whatever, caused riots, bad riots. And it was all a lie. And they were rioting because the people that were spreading this video or these videos were lying. They were outright lying. And what really got me about that is it was black people rioting against their own people in their own neighborhoods. Well, except for a bunch of them came from out of state because they saw, hey, we can go there and riot. We can tear the place up and just get in our cars and leave when we're done. And they'll never know. That was wrong. Okay? But it still goes back to they believed a lie. And right now, the mainstream media is feeding people lies. And somebody will say, well, I saw on CNN this, this, and this. And somebody will say, oh, I saw the same thing on MSNBC. I saw the same thing on ABC, CBS, and what have you. And so they're believing the lie. Because these news outlets are reporting, well, they're actually not reporting. They're lying. They're deceiving. They don't want, for some reason, they don't want America to be united, one. They don't want us to be prosperous, two. They don't want us to be secure within our own borders. They don't want us to have guns. And I saw a list of statistics today of the number of deaths by certain pieces of equipment, or even the bare hands, bare feet. And knives had it. Knives had over 1,000 deaths. I think it was last year or the year before. And rifles was low. Guns was low. In fact, hands and feet had more deaths than guns. So, taking away guns, you're not going to take away the violence. But the mainstream media wants to lie to you and tell you that taking away the guns is going to quell this violence, this shooting of children or of other people. It's not. I guarantee you, if you took every gun away from everybody in Chicago, you're still going to have deaths. Knives, clubs, chains, hands, whatever they can get their hands on. Okay? It's not the gun, it's the violent mind. But the mainstream media isn't going to tell you that. And I've got a feeling that there is a conspiracy going on within a lot of the mainstream media, because it seems like somebody comes up with a story and they all fall in line behind it. And they all report, whoever reported first, and then they all report it. It's like they all the stations, all the news media get it all into one room, and they say, okay, here's the line today. It's a lie, we know, but we're trying to push the lie. And because all of us are reporting the same lie, people will believe it. Well, no, I don't believe it. Because I myself, when I hear something, I ask myself, is that true? Can that be true? Is there anything to prove the truth of what is being said? And more times than not, in the mainstream media, they don't say, well, we have this proof. We have documentation. We have pictures. We have video. We have something. They don't say it. They just say, well, President Trump is going out of his mind. No, he's not. As a matter of fact, his checkup with the doctor, he took a test to test his mind function, and it came back fine. But yet, the mainstream media still, they got into their room and said, hey, this week we're going to call Trump insane. And then you've got Joy Behar, who seems to want to call Christians for believing in Jesus, for speaking with him and listening to him, we're insane. Is that the truth? Absolutely not. But if you listen to that kind of garbage and believe it, you're believing a lie. So my guess is you watch the mainstream fake news media and you're believing the lies. If you open your eyes and see the truth, you will see that the country isn't falling apart. People aren't dying. Well, they are dying, actually. And some of it is because we have illegal citizens, or illegal aliens, not citizens, doing this. We have cities. I saw some footage today of a city in Orange County, California. And a guy must have had a GoCam on his helmet or his head or something. And he was driving down this street, and it was nothing but tents and filth. It was grotesque. And it was in a city. But it was in a city that was being run by a liberal, a progressive liberal, who was destroying that city. Imagine that. But the mainstream liberal media, they would tell you everything's fine. Or they could spin it and say, this is what Trump has done because of unemployment. No, it's not. President Trump is trying to get the country back on its feet, back to prosperity. But there are cities and states that have decided, well, if they're going to get tax relief, all that tax relief they get, we as the state or county or city, we're going to take it. We're going to take that tax relief. And we're going to show, by hook or by crook, that President Trump's tax reform didn't work. Well, it does work. But what's happening is these liberals are causing their policies to cause dysfunction in their cities, causing homelessness, causing drug addiction, causing all kinds of bad things to happen. And is that what they want? Really? You're going to vote these people in so maybe you can have more drug addicts, more homeless, more violence, more everything going on in your cities? You want that? Keep voting for these liberals. And they will keep pumping it out. And you guys can live as miserable as you want. But it's on you because you're believing the lie. Don't believe the lie. Look, open your eyes. Look for the truth. Look and see what the truth is. And the truth is, some of these states are bankrupting their own people. Okay? It's getting bad. And so this is an election year. And my suggestion, look, don't just hear what people say. Well, I'm going to vote for this guy because he's a liberal moron. He's an idiot. Or I'm going to vote for this guy because he says he'll give us everything. No. Do your research. Do some thinking. I'm sure you can think. Most human beings can. But think about it. Think about what President Donald Trump, a conservative Christian, is doing for this country. And then look at what these liberals that have no policies, they're following no leader, are doing to the states, counties, and cities that you people live in. It's ridiculous. And they're ruining what President Trump is gaining. Well, I thank you for listening. Please pray for the president and all who work for him in the White House. Pray for those who have lost loved ones. And please pray for those who are blind, that they will have their eyes open and they will see what the truth is. I'm William Ferguson for Common Sense.